Nutritious foods cancel really.
Here, no,
We just heard something from upstairs. We were still just getting set up. I think that was just a cat.
No.
No? We just heard something from upstairs. We were still just getting set up. I think that was just a cat.
No.
No? Hello?
Whoa.
She's hissing at something.
She doesn't like us.
My name is Jordan and this is Johnny. Whoa.
That's me.
You turn the light on?
Yeah.
Almost sounded like a door.
It sounded like a door closing, but it...
Well, the doors are open.
Yeah.
Maybe it was this? This was closed. Just the closet.
But why would it have been open?
I don't know. Can you do that again now that we're up here?
Your voice is shaky there.
Well, this one makes me nervous. Because this is what is known to this family as a very violent spirit. So I don't know what we're in for exactly. The fact that we heard something already makes me that much more nervous.
It's still daylight.
We got a long night then.
Moving into a new home is always a time filled with mixed emotions for a family. The parents are excited for the new beginnings that a new home brings, but they're saying goodbye to what was maybe the first house they ever bought together as a married couple. For children, they're leaving the only home they've ever known, and change can be very difficult for them. This was the case for a little girl named Susan, who was 10 years old when her parents moved her and her little brother Tim to a new home in the north end of Winnipeg in the early 1970s. When little Susan first stepped foot in her new home, she immediately felt uneasy. As she explored the house, seeing her new bedroom, the new living room, the feeling only continued to grow. She told her mom right then and there that she did not like her new house. Her mom responded that she will get used to it, and once they finish painting it to their liking, it will feel like their own house. That night, as Susan crawled into bed, still harboring the same uneasy feeling that had been sitting with her all day, she concluded right then and there that the house was haunted. Her gut feeling served her right, as over the years she grew up in this house, she had many run-ins with the spirit that would become known to the family as simply the man, eventually becoming known as the old geezer. As a teenager, Susan would sneak out of her room to watch TV late at night, with the volume low so as not to wake her parents. One of these nights, while she was sitting on the floor watching her favorite late-night show with all the lights off, she began to feel like something was watching her, and the hairs on the back of her neck stood on end. She turned around quickly, and in the hallway saw the old geezer staring her right back in the face. Susan described the apparition as being made of speckled and dispersed light, noting that the man seemed to be wearing a hat and suit jacket with a coat the length of his entire body. Frozen in fear, Susan could only stare at the figure until he finally moved right into her bedroom. She described another incident that happened years later when she moved back into her parents' home as an adult to save money and while completing her education to become a nurse. She arrived back at home one otherwise uneventful afternoon to make a very important phone call that was scheduled for 5 p.m. She had a telephone in her room, so she went to her room with only minutes to spare, picked up the phone, and began to dial the number. However, Susan was not able to complete the call. As she dialed the number, her bedroom door began to open and slam shut over and over again repeatedly for minutes. Believing her younger brother Tim was responsible for this, she angrily called out, "Tim, stop it," over and over again until it finally stopped. She bolted out of her room to give Tim a piece of her mind, as she'd missed a very important phone call, only to find out that Tim had been blow-drying his hair in his mother's room for the past 30 minutes. The old geezer had already shown himself to be a very powerful poltergeist, but nothing could have prepared Susan and Tim for what would happen next. Tim spent one Saturday afternoon cleaning his room. Being a teenage boy, his room was usually a total disaster. However, this time he took extra care to tidy up everything properly, even polishing his wooden furniture and stacking his weights in the corner of the room. That night around 1 a.m., Susan was awoken by a loud sound that she said sounded like an explosion. Her immediate thought was that the furnace must have blown up. The furnace was located under the stairs, so she bolted out of the door of her basement bedroom, fearing that her and her brother might be trapped downstairs. However, upon investigation, the furnace was perfectly fine, and nothing seemed to be disturbed. Confused, Susan walked back to her room and told herself that she was just dreaming. As soon as she climbed into her bed, her brother Tim walked in looking like he had just seen a ghost. Tim asked Susan if she had heard the noise. Susan answered that she did. Tim then motioned for Susan to come and look at his room with him.
This is Messy Marvin. His room is a mess. Clothes are a mess.
What Susan saw was mind-boggling, to say the least. Tim's freshly cleaned room looked like a tornado had just gone through it. Papers were everywhere, furniture had fallen over, and most surprisingly, his weights that he had neatly placed in the corner were on his bed. Tim explained as he rubbed his head that the weights hit him while he was sleeping. The terror wouldn't stop there. The following night, a similar event happened when another loud noise was heard from upstairs, from her mother's room this time. When Susan ran upstairs to investigate, her mother was sitting up in bed cursing up a storm. Her bedroom door was blown wide open with such force that it moved the dresser behind it. The stories go on, but eventually the family learned to live with the old geezer, even finding humor in the terror to make living there much more comfortable. They never left the house, only adapted to it. Susan has long moved out of this house and started her own family many years ago, but her brother Tim still lives in this house to this day. Tim had moved out of this house for a brief period of time, but moved back into his childhood home to take care of his sick mother, and stayed in the house to raise a family of his own after his mother was moved into a retirement home. Tim was hesitant to let us film at his house at first, saying that the old geezer had been quiet for the last number of years and was concerned that we could stir things up to the point where it'd become more aggressive again. But almost as if on cue, the geezer once again began to terrorize the family, most of the activity being centered around his very young daughter. We assured him that even though we do like to stir things up a bit, that we will sage the house and say a prayer before and after the investigation. He was still quite hesitant, but he reluctantly agreed, so we stayed in Susan and Tim's childhood home for 2 nights to find out who the old geezer is and why he has been such a hostile entity.
Bottle, rich.
You're wonderful.
Turn the volume up, sweep forward. Okay, I'm ready.
Is anybody here with us? Looking for a grumpy old man. If anybody's here, can you make a knocking noise?
Take. Jordan, I heard my name.
Peter.
Music.
We were listening to music earlier. Can you give me some kind of indication that you're here like earlier?
We just heard something from upstairs. We were still just getting set up. I think that was just a cat.
No.
No?
We heard what sounded like a door opening or closing, and all the doors were open except for the laundry room, or the little pantry door was closed. Can you do that again?
Don't. Missed it. Follow you. Bigger.
Talking to the geezer, the old man. What are you doing here? Is there a reason why you're here?
Really low voice. Sounded crazy.
Is that you?
Screw.
Screw? Screw you? Screw you too. What are you doing in this house? We have a little REM pod set up. My name is Johnny if you want to say my name. Little things like this, little devices that you can touch if you want to.
You want.
You want? If you want to, you can.
Pause. Pause? No.
Pause.
I don't know. Taxman? A week?
A week.
Oh, I heard that low voice again. Mother.
Hello, hello.
Soccer.
Soccer. Is anybody in here? Come touch one of these REM pods for us,
Yes,
please.
I am.
You are in here? What are you doing in this
Plan.
room? A lot of noises
one.
over down here.
I don't
I thought I heard something upstairs.
believe.
Was that you that I heard
Oh, I
upstairs?
almost got a full sentence.
Leader.
Leader.
To watch.
It's just a Halloween night. Can you tell me something about Halloween? Are you gonna be upset that there's kids coming around here? You old man? There's a noise coming up from upstairs. It sounds like
It's me. It's me. I heard it twice.
Is that you? Are you laying in their bed? It sounds like it's coming from their bedroom. We're gonna go check it out.
Oh, a loud bang. I just heard.
Is that you?
Oh.
I'm coming up.
Leave.
I'm not
Leave.
leaving. Not leaving.
Leave. I heard it 3 times.
Malevolent.
Malevolent. Ooh, that was crazy.
Leave again. I heard it another
Okay, Jordan. Come out. Jordan, come out. Right when you were saying leave, there was a loud noise upstairs here.
Well, I still can't hear you.
There's a loud noise up here. Right when you were saying leave,
I heard
leave.
it 4 times.
I know. Come up here. Holy
I heard something from downstairs.
Holy
I heard something from downstairs. I heard something from downstairs.
It's crazy. The cats were not here before.
Well, they look freaked out too.
I know. Okay. Oh, that's for he.
Government.
Government. Stop hissing at me.
It's hissing.
What's your spirit box?
Yeah, the spirit box is still on. Should I turn it off?
Jesus Christ. Why is this cat
Yes.
Battery on this
So
is
angry?
dying. It was 3 bars, now it's only 1.
Really?
Yeah.
If that was you, can you make another noise? You heard it from downstairs as you were coming up, but I heard it up here. When I came up, I went right down. It said malevolent too. What is your deal?
Freaking out, man.
You good? Okay, I'm not touching you.
Who are
What
you?
is this?
You're-
Okay, sorry. Can you get out of the way? That was not there.
What is that?
I don't know what it is, but I'm not going near the cat. Every time I go near it, it wants to hiss at me. It's a little piece of foam.
So this family knows you as the old geezer. What's your real name?
Oh, that's scary, man.
Any louder. I think I just heard my name again. I heard it before in the spirit box or the sensory session.
That was weird. You're like, leave, leave, leave. And then
I heard it 4
I heard a
times.
bang. I heard something upstairs. And then I came up here. And then I heard like this rattling sound.
So
or
you
something
heard
like that.
something like while I was still in the sensory,
Oh,
is
yeah.
what you're saying?
And then I heard a
When we were
rattling.
coming
Then
up,
I
we
came
heard it down,
upstairs.
then
It said malevolent. And then I heard a rattling sound.
Well, I heard
Out.
that. Yeah, I heard that too.
Out. Leave, leave, leave. And then it says out.
Why do you want us to leave so bad? Seems like you want everybody to leave who
I
comes in
think
here.
this old guy does not want people around.
What's your name?
We should do something up here.
Like what?
I don't know.
Maybe we should just like get, this one is dying, the spirit box. Maybe we should try the other spirit box and just listen.
My hands are shaking.
What do you think?
Yeah, let's do it.
I asked this before. The family knows you as the old geezer. But what's your actual name? What's your real name, please?
I mentioned it earlier. It's Halloween night too. Kids have done trick or
So I
treating.
wonder if that's gonna influence things at all.
Matter.
What the hell is that?
Matter?
The light just starts flickering
What light?
behind you.
And that was off?
The light was off. Look, the other 2 bulbs are turned off.
Kicked.
Kicked?
Are you doing that? Whoa.
That was me.
Scared the shit out of me. Why are you doing that? Are you flickering this light? Why would it do that?
Trying to bring us over there. 1.
A lot of noises were
one?
heard down here.
What's your name, please? Or should we just call you the old geezer for the rest of the night?
That's weird.
Why aren't the other two lights on?
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Was it just
They
that
were all
one?
shut off. The one just turned on and started flickering. That's weird. Let's go check through the rest of the house. Oh, my ears started ringing.
Okay, so I guess we'll just call you Geezer.
Whoa.
Geezer, what?
Oh, that sounded like a voice.
I heard like a low rumbling. It sounded kind of strange. I don't know what it was.
Taking the ovulus of this. It freaked me out.
Do you dislike
This cat
children?
keep following us around, hissing. Get a life. Oh, my foot.
Whoa. This thing was over here.
Thomas.
It was just over there.
Thomas.
Thomas? Was that his name?
I don't know.
Because I kept asking his name.
I'm not going to say yes on that.
I know what the...
Unless you tell us, is that your name?
You say you confirm it somehow? This thing moved from this doorway to that doorway, though. There's something in
Why
here.
does this cat hate us?
Can I call you Thomas? Can you confirm that? Jeez.
This does not like people that are not.
Sent.
Give us something. I hate it when it goes quiet like that. You made a noise earlier, like a door opening or closing. Could have been nectar. There's that thing. This thing is still going nuts.
I think I want to set up a spirit box. Like we were talking about earlier. Because things did go really quiet. I want him to confirm if his name is Thomas.
Yeah, let's set up
or
a spirit box then.
something else. Yeah.
Okay, we're going to set up a device that's going to allow you to speak to us if you want to. You don't have to, but we'd appreciate it if you did. This thing slowed down too. Can you confirm if you want us to set up a spirit box by flickering the light? Oh, there it is.
And it's so random, it's not like a steady flicker, you know? Something steady, it could be something mechanical. I don't think it is.
Okay. Oh, that freaked me out.
Okay, let's set up the spirit box.
Heavy. Ready?
Yeah.
I don't think his name's Thomas, to be honest with you.
Why do you say that?
It just seems off. So it doesn't seem legit to me. I don't know.
That's what I'm gonna go with for now, because I don't really have a better
don't
idea.
like going just off the first name either. I know it hasn't said it. Is the Ovilus on? I know it hasn't said anything else, but I don't just like going off like first.
Are you evil? You sound pretty evil. What you do to this family?
What time is it here?
Not resting.
Not resting. I was just checking the time. You're not resting yet? So you still want to play around here? It's Halloween. Trick or treat.
Do you like trick-or-treaters?
Ooh, that was weird, hey? You heard that? It sounded like just a weird voice.
What's your connection to this home? I feel like I'm hearing a constant ringing.
I am too. I thought it was
What
a
is
REM
that?
pod. It's not anything though. I think it's that. I'm just gonna check downstairs real quick.
Okay.
It's not coming from down here.
Whoa. What's going on here? You trying to say something? I can't hear you.
Is my mic good? Check,
Your
check.
mic is good.
Okay, I'm gonna keep checking down here.
You touch that REM pod over there?
I'm not hearing a ringing down here.
No?
No, it's not coming from down here. But you hear it too, right?
Yeah, I think... I actually don't know what I think. It's just really strange. Underline. And just say cat.
Did it say cat?
Thought I heard it say cat.
Opium.
What did it say?
Opium. So, are you so violent? Why do you... Seems like you want to hurt these people. What's the reason?
Ooh, what was that? It sounded like Fred.
Whoa! It's like it mimicked you. Idiot.
David.
Holy f***, it's a demon. It's a David?
David, yeah. Why are you so violent and so mean?
It doesn't work anymore. Battery's not even in it. Battery's done. Battery's gone.
Battery's gone?
Battery's gone.
It just...
And I have so many things to do. I just don't have time to go to church.
Mother never told me about ultraviolet.
That's a fucking upside down cross.